Kia ora koutou. I'm Michael Fletcher and I'm principal of Chaucer School here in Tamaki Makaurau in our extraordinary country of Aotearoa, New Zealand. This week is Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori, Māori Language Week, a chance to celebrate everything Te Reo Māori. So, kei te pia koe? How are you? No, really, kei te pia koe? And by the way, I'm not accepting good or fine. Doesn't mean anything. How am I? Kei te ara. I am well. Thanks for asking. Here are 3 tips for PPC. 3 tips for principals post-conference. This week I was grateful to have been able to attend the NZPF conference in Queenstown. So with that in mind, here's tip number 1, headspace. Carve out some time immediately after the conference to reflect, download and synthesize, as opposed to rushing straight back into school. For example, I spoke to a group of colleagues who'd organised to meet up within their PLG on the day immediately after the conference had finished. They were going to start with brunch and then discuss and reflect all things conference. What a great idea. For me, the day after the conference had finished, I worked off site, which gave me some headspace and some time to reflect and really dig into some of the learnings and thinking from the conference. Tip number 2, buffers. When you get back to school for the first time after conference, you have a choice. You can either catch up with your 2IC or whoever was in charge whilst you were away and get an update on everything that happened whilst you're away, which runs the risk of, by the end of that day, you being kind of like, okay, that property paperwork hasn't been done, I need to get that done so that they can get on with that. Okay, the timetable for the PGCE conversations, okay, I suppose I better get that done before it's gone out. I mean, that parent complaint, where did that just came out of nowhere. And, I haven't done the payments yet. When am I going to do the payments? Got to make sure those invoices are going to be paid, otherwise the exec officer's going to be on my back if I don't get that done. I mean, board reports, who's doing the curriculum report? Was it what were we having for dinner? I can't remember. Did I do a food shop? No, I was at Before you know it, your head's full of school stuff again, your stress levels are rising, and the conference already seems like a distant memory. The alternative? Well, on my first day back at school after conference, I dropped my daughter to school, just like normal. And then when I did get to school, I thought about immediately catching up with my 2IC to find out what had been going on whilst I was away. And then I thought, no, actually, I'm going to close the door and plan out what I want to achieve and in what order do I want to achieve those things today. When my 2IC did spot that I was back, she knocked on the door, said, "Welcome back, and I'll catch up with you later." Perfect. She gave me the space and the time to do what I needed to do. What a legend. Tip number 3, make a change. So you listened to some wonderful keynotes, you might have gone to some breakout sessions, and you've had some fascinating conversations with colleagues and sponsors. So, what next? What's one change that you are going to make? And by the way, if a key goal for going to the conference was for you to get away and have a break, awesome. I tautoko that 100%. In which case, what's something that you can change to hold on to that tank-filled, more relaxed, more headspace feeling when you get back to school? And if you need help with that change, let me know, because we work with principals and leaders, empowering them to own their well-being. We provide professional coaching and we present to principal groups and at conferences. If you'd like to know more, drop us an email. Thank you for watching. Nohu ora mai rā. Look after yourself. And the best way to do that? Put yourself first. Ka kite anō.